Alright. What's up, y'all? I am here playing some Cassandra, hitting the B button, just like I do to my friends, and they hate me for doing it. So let me try to make them not hate me so much. This is going to be kind of rough and wonky, alright? Cassandra B. She can do 6 things from it. She can B, she can BB, she can BBB, she can BBB6. I promise I said that right. She can BK, and she can hold B. 6 different things. Let's talk about BK first, because that's the big one. Alright? BK is plus on block. Let me show you. So we just did BK and another B behind it. If I block the BK and then I try to B, I'm going to get hit. Because it's plus. Therefore, if we're doing the same thing, she is faster than me. Let me try to do a faster move. Maybe I can beat it, right? Nah, you ain't beating that. Because BK is plus, and we're swinging fast enough afterwards. Excuse me. Well, let's try to move away from BK, because BK is plus, and we can't just sit there and take it all day. Because if we sit there and take it all day, we're going to perpetually be minus. So let's just get a BK by itself. And what can we do? Tried to step it. No good. Let's try to step it the other way, maybe. Ain't happening. Try to double tap step it. Try to double tap step it. That ain't working. Try to GI it. Hey, we can GI it. Alright, we'll come back to that. Let's try to reverse ledge it. That ain't happening. Let's try to duck it. We can duck it. And then 2 more things. Let's try. We have meter. Let's try to soul charge it.
You shouldn't underestimate me.
That actually works. All right. I don't want that. All right, I have to hold on to that for a while. And then let's try to interrupt it. We didn't just try to straight up interrupt it, right? Yeah, you're not doing that. I don't need Cool. All right. So the 2 things that you're gonna do against BK itself is you're either going to GI it or you're going to duck it. Alright, so let me take one fear out of your head right now, because the thing you're probably thinking is you see somebody do a lot of this and a lot of this, is you're like, if I'm willing to duck this, I'm just going to get hit by that, right? Let me turn on le input so you can see that I'm doing this. Alright, so now I'm going to have dummy Cass over here, demo Cass, do BB, and I'm going to block the first B and duck the second B. Alright, let me try this again. I'm going to block the first B, I'm going to duck the second B. I'm going to block the first B and duck. Alright, that one I kind of did wrong, honestly. There, I did it right. The point is, you can't duck BB. So if you see a cast that is only doing this because they want plus frames and doing that because it's cool, you can actually try to duck because BB jails and you can't move away from BB. So as cast, what am I supposed to do? Like, I can't really give them a chance to duck, and if they do duck, they're just going to duck my BK. That's what hold B is for, because B hold does not jail, just like BK. Therefore, they have a chance to duck, and they have a chance to get punched in the stomach, and bad things happen. So what do we do about this one? All right. I should have said we were going to try to step it. We can step it. We can step it either way. All right. We can GI it. It's level 2 GI. You can RE it. We know if it has that much of a gap. Probably soul charge it. You can't interrupt it. If you had a 10 frame down there, you can interrupt. I said no numbers, sorry. If you had a faster attack down there, you can interrupt it, which is like 1 in the entire game. But the fact of the matter is, there's a bigger gap between hold B, right? But the main purpose of it is looking for people who duck BK, okay? So there's one thing that connected both BK and hold B together, and it is this piece right here. Because while you can step hold B, right? You cannot step BK, right? We tried to step. We're actually getting hit slightly off axis, but you can GI them both. So if Democast reads a GI, that's where this comes into play. Because you're going to be GIing looking for either one of those because you think, hey, it beats them both, it's pretty cool, right? Then you whiff a GI, and then something like that happens. And then bad things happen. You can actually whiff punish the GI on reaction, or if you really wanted to and take a read, you can break it, but that's for Cass. That's for Cass. All right, so that covers BK. Why BK is a threat, because it's plus on block. How to move around BK, which is you duck or you GI it. What happens if you try to duck it, or what the Cass should be looking for if you're willing to duck. That's a better way to put it. One way to beat them both, and one way for Cass to beat them both. All right. So what about this wild stuff right here? BBB. All right. So there are three. I guess there's some main things to BBB. Let's go over them. All right. The first thing that needs to be pointed out is that on block, you can step BBB, right? I'm just going to cut to the chase. You can step it. You can interrupt it. You can't GI it because it's a break attack, right? But if you wanted to, you can soul charge it. But the big thing to know, the safe thing to know, is you can step it. And that's the safe thing to know because of that. So on block, you can just step both of them. So if you see somebody who likes to do that, you just step them and you ruin their day. So where do they want to use this? Let's go back to BBB. What happens if you get hit by BB? I tried to step. Like, you see the inputs. I tried to step. So what do I do about this? Hey, I could duck it. Because again, I'm kind of cutting to the chase at this point. Because you're not interrupting this, you just got hit. Alright? You're not going to soul charge it, which is the fastest thing you can do. So yeah, your answer is to duck this. This turn, because it's a high. This is a high mid 50-50. Because you probably see at this point, since you can't move, and your only option is to duck, it's convenient that she has a second option that is a duck. So, on hit, when you get hit by the BB, if you are trying to avoid further damage, you're taking a 50-50 between BBB and BBB6. So I need to point out two things about BBB. All right. Again, not giving you all the numbers because there's some things to know about BBB6, but two big things about BBB that you need to know about it. Thing number one. Let me just do this. Thing number one, and you're kind of seeing this. Whether Cass hits it or whether you block it, she gets Divine Force. Okay? Now here's thing number two, and this will surprise some people because some people have some misconceptions, or rather, they have gross assumptions about this game. Alright, so I just did BBB and I kept hitting B. And a lot of people will assume that if you try to swing back with the same attack after this break attack, that you're going to get hit because all break attacks are plus, right? No. This one's actually neutral. So, the thing you're giving up when you block it is you're giving up the divine force. On block, you're going back to neutral. So, that might factor into your decision some. So let's tie this all together. Alright? This is Cass. She has a B-butt. She has BK. And for like her entire existence, BK has been plus on block. You can't step it. You can't interrupt it unless you want to spend meter to soul charge. You can duck it. You can GI it. If you try to duck it, she's going to hold B and start punching you in the gut for it. Right? You can step around that. You can interrupt it, quote unquote. There's more ways to move around it. The only thing she's looking for is for you to duck against this so she can hit you with that, right? You can GI them both, but then she's going to set you up for failure with a single B. And that's generally what she's looking for on block, right? She has more things she can do. She has BBB, and she has BBB6, right? But if you block, I'll show this to you again so this makes sense. If you block BB, you don't really care about what comes afterwards, because you can step them. You can also interrupt them, and well, you can try to GI to BBB6. Good luck, but you can step them. So that means she wants to hit you before she goes into the third party. And that's kind of how it lines up. On block, she's looking for this, maybe for this. If she's looking for like a whiff punish or a B punish, she wants the damage from that, guaranteed. And then she's liable to look for something like that, or something like that.
Ready? Here I go.
And without giving you numbers, that's pretty much everything about B and to be about it. I try to make that better. See ya.